Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of IMU Biz Nation. I, of course, have not changed. I am still Meredith Dale. I'm the co-founder of Intentional Marketer University. If you want to read this blog post or check out the video later, you can always head over to goimu.com right here, and right here for all my Facebook Live people. Go check it out. So what's cool about it is we're continuously updating it. Anne, who is the other founder of IMU, and myself, we're always updating the website. So we've added most of our free guides over there. So when you head over to goimu.com, you can actually just scroll down the page and start grabbing some free guides, not to mention check out our courses, check out more videos, check out our Instagram feed. It just goes on and on. So that is where it's going down. It's where it's happening. And of course, you can watch this full, or you can read the full blog post over there as well. So what am I talking about today? That always helps. Today, I'm talking about how to optimize your social media accounts to do business. So everyone remembers the days when Facebook was nouveau. It was brand new. It was the cool kid on the block. It, took over MySpace. It was where you went to see what your friends were doing, see pictures of their kids, their dogs, their cats. All the weekend stuff. It was where you could go check in, get invites. It was social, right? Social media. It was doing exactly what it was intended for. Well, we know that those days have changed drastically. And really over the past couple of years, we've seen this huge shift from just using social media to reconnect with friends and to find out what they're doing and to get a peek into their lives. And now we see that businesses market on social media. So you're watching this video because you're a business owner and you want to market on social media. That's what we're talking about today. So now that you've decided to start using social media to do business, there are a few things that you need to consider to optimize your efforts on social media. We need to increase brand awareness for your business, and that also increases loyalty. We need to learn how to run laser-targeted ads so that you're not just wasting money and you're actually reaching who wants your products. We need to know how to generate leads for our marketing list, for our email marketing list. And then we need to understand how to increase website traffic. And that's just to name a few. There's a long list of benefits to social media marketing, but those are the basics. That's where we start. So in today's IMU Biz Nation video, it's just me here, I'm going to be talking about step one to getting your business social ready. So let's dive in. Setting up your social media bio for success. So does everyone know what that is? So your social media bio is where you give a little bit of a snippet about who you are, what you're doing, and this is for your LinkedIn profiles, for your Facebook profiles, for Instagram profiles, for Pinterest, right? So all across the board, we've got bios, profiles, they're all the same. And we need to understand how to optimize those, how to make improvements to our profiles that put our best foot forward without spending all day doing it. So considering you now use social media for your livelihood, isn't it time to make it the best that it can be? Yes. Oh, and here's a real quick tip, guys. So you're watching this right now. You're watching a video. Just a quick heads up, 2017, and I've been saying this for a couple years, but I really mean it this year. I mean, I really mean it. I just read the second quarterly report from Mark Zuckerberg where he's talking to all of the people who pump money into Facebook, and they have to do an annual and quarterly report. And he said straight from his mouth 2017 is the year that Facebook, which we can just incur that means all of social media, goes video heavy, right? So they're going to be giving preferential treatment to videos. That's the market they want to pump all of their time and effort into. So if you're feeling a little bit nervous about social media, get really comfortable with videos. And you guys know this, and I say this every week, so hopefully by now you already know it. But a really great way to do video is, one, I'm on Facebook Live, which is a highly favored outlet right now inside of social media. So all of these live options we have. But then I'm also recording a video over here. So all of my YouTubers are watching over here on this recorded video. I'm going to splice it, chop it up into 60-second increments. I'm going to put it on Instagram. I'm going to do a lot of different things with this one video that I'm creating. Okay, so that is just a little snippet to make your social media efforts go further in 2017, and how to put your best foot forward without spending all day on it. So let's talk about step number one. Let's talk about optimizing your cover photo. Now that we are in the day and age of most everyone having access to a smartphone, there's really no excuse why you should have a poor quality photo in any of your profiles. Go and be really honest with yourself. Take a look at your profiles right now. Is your cover photo, is it blurry? That's the number one offender. If it's blurry, or if it's chopped off, there is no reason why this needs to be happening. I want you guys to head over to Canva, Canva.com, and scroll down. If you don't have an account yet, get yourself a free account. Scroll down and you're going to see that they give you pre-sized images that fit. I just saw a brand new one is LinkedIn. So you can make a brand new LinkedIn cover photo, Facebook, YouTube, and Pinterest, I believe, because Instagram doesn't have one. So there's no reason why anything should be blurry or chopped off or doesn't fit or has your face cutting off different things. There's no reason for that. Head over to canva.com. They have the dimensions built into their free templates already. Okay, so step number one to looking like a real business on your social media sites. Get that taken care of. All right, we done? Check that off on your first bunch of notes. Number two, to look like a real business, to have your business taken seriously on social media, keep your photos, and this includes your personal branding colors. Do you have a color scheme that your business revolves around? Keep your photos and your colors consistent across all social networks. So there's no reason that on Facebook you should have greens and blues if that's your colors on Facebook. And then when someone comes over and looks at you or finds you on Instagram, that you now have pinks and reds over there and a completely different branded look. Maybe they find you on Pinterest, and over on Pinterest you're using black, whites, and grays. We need to choose one theme and keep it consistent throughout. Once you get that perfect photo done of yourself, or once you get that perfect color scheme done and you add it to Facebook, head over to Instagram, head over to Twitter, and upload the exact same photo, the exact same color scheme on those two social sites. Your followers don't know you as well as you think they do. So they need to see consistency across the board. Having the same photo across all social networks is really going to up this recognition factor. This reinforces your brand, and it keeps you at the top of their mind of potential buyers when it comes time to look for your services. So we want them to see the exact same thing over and over and over, repetition. You know, inside of all of my coaching, I've always talked about it takes 12 times for a person to recognize you and to start becoming at ease with you, familiar with you, right? What did I just say? They don't know us. as well as we think they do. We think, gosh, they're sick of me by now. Well, no, they really aren't, because they don't even remember us. So we need to keep that branding consistent across the board, and we're going to benefit from it the next time they're looking for our services. Okay, that was step number 2. Check that off when you're done. Let's go on to number 3. Make your names consistent across all networks. Do we want to be seen as a brand, as a business? It doesn't, now see, this is not only for personal business owners, someone like myself, right, who sells their own products. I mean, and of course, inside of Intentional Marketer University, that's not just for us. And it's not just for people who make products like jewelry or clothes or quilts. It's also for all of you multi-level network marketers out there, MLMers, network marketers, whatever else you want to call yourself. If you're working for a bigger brand, this is for you as well. You need to have a personal brand. So I'm Meredith Dale. Easy peasy. That is my personal brand. And then my company is Intentional Marketer University, right? So across all networks, you want to have the same name. When possible, make sure that they're all the same across the big networks. So if you started your Facebook page 5 years ago and you're just now getting into the Instagram game, don't give your Instagram accounts a different name than your Facebook. Stay consistent with your oldest account. This way, if someone wants to mention you in a post, all they have to do is type in the @ symbol plus your name, and they are easily going to find you. This also helps you stay consistent with your brand recognition. Think of the big corporations. We don't go looking for a Nissan car on one site and then go looking for a Nissan car under a completely different name on a different site. They're just Nissan. They've stayed consistent branding across all platforms. And so you will too. You might feel like a really small fish in a huge ocean today, but trust me, when you give your business all of these consistent strategies, you start looking like a pretty big fish in a small pond in no time. All right, number 3, check that off your list. Let's optimize your profiles for searches. Did you know that you can use keywords in your social media profiles? There are 2 search engines that you need to optimize for. The social media network itself, so Facebook, and of course, Google or Bing or Yahoo or whatever other social media, whatever search engine you prefer. Of course, Google is the big one, so we're going to go with that one for this example, okay? Here's another tip that I just learned by researching all about what's coming up for 2017 is Facebook really wants to get into the search engine game, really bad. And who are they going up head to head against? That's right, Google. So if you've noticed inside of Facebook, you have a search bar up top, and if you put in a keyword, you can find all articles, all posts, all videos that are relevant to that keyword. This is not by accident. So you, as a brand, as a business, want to start putting in keywords into your profiles. Profiles are the same thing as bios, okay? What we just talked about on the first step. When Google returns a search, they're only going to pull information that is available on your public profile. So make sure that your profiles are set up properly. If you want to be found on search engines, don't keep your profiles closed or private. Anything that you want to be found on a search engine, open it up for the whole world to see, okay? Everything that you want the public to be able to see also needs to be marked as public, which I think is pretty clear by now. So you can see how your Google returned search looks by logging completely out of each network. Okay, so on Facebook, Google's search results use the Facebook page name, short description, the number of likes, and the number of people talking about this page. So in general terms, pages with keywords in the page name rank better on Google. So if you want to see how you're ranking on Google, log out on your desktop or on your phone, wherever you do your business from, log out of all of your social media sites. So log out of Facebook, log out of Instagram, log out of YouTube, log out, blah, blah, blah. And then all you have to do, if you just want to do a cold search right now to see if you're coming up at all, go ahead and put in your Facebook name into a Google search. Just go ahead and start with your names, your actual Facebook name or your actual Instagram name, and see what comes up. And it might just be, if nothing comes up, chances are good it's because your profile isn't set up correctly with some proper, obviously your Facebook name will be set up properly, but the description needs to have some keywords. You need to have it turned on to public. Maybe it's just turned off to closed, right? Or private. So go in there and double check everything and add your keywords into your description and into your name as well. Facebook search uses more than just your page name to rank the search. So now that was Google search. Now we're talking about a Facebook search. When you first start to search, you will be brought to pages. And this is a really good reason to have a business page for your business. If you don't have a business page for your business, head over to goimu.com. You can find our Facebook business page course right from there. Okay, so go ahead, head over there and look for that course if you don't even have a business page set up yet. Now, in addition, if you choose not to click pages, you're going to find search results on Facebook under people, photos, places, groups, apps, events. You're going to find whatever they have going on for whatever you're looking for. For a local business owner, do you sell something locally? This is key. You will show up under places based on proximity. So if tonight I'm looking for an Italian place to go and eat dinner and I do a Facebook search on it, what's going to come up is local businesses who have put their business page into Facebook and have, put it into places, and it's going to show me the results of my friends who have maybe eaten there. It's going to show me in proximity. It's going to show everything that's relevant to me. Now, in our article, Using Facebook for Business, Personal Profile, or a Fan Page, and you can find this article by heading over to goimu.com. You can look for the blog post, Using Facebook for Business, Personal Profile, or a Fan Page. We went over the pros and cons of using both of these for your business. And included in that article are some important points to consider. Namely, that Facebook states clearly in their terms of service that your personal profile should not be used for commercial gain. So in layman's terms, don't use your personal profile for selling your products. However, there is some room to breathe in this definition if you do it right. The main point of this, though, is just so you don't end up getting into trouble with Facebook. So as a common sense example, what I did right now when I was announcing that I was going live on Facebook, I did post it to my personal profile. But what I did, instead of going live on my personal profile, I said, hey, if you want to see what this is all about, where it's going down, just come and join us over in our group. That's where you're going to find it. So you can do a little bit of marketing on your personal profile, but make sure that we keep it classy for all your friends and your family members over there, and you just direct them back over to your business page or your group or wherever you're going live at or wherever you're selling your products at. That is the appropriate place for commercial gain inside of Facebook. Enough said, right? So if you want to optimize your Instagram name, you are going to optimize it as well. You're going to put some keywords in your Instagram name. You're going to put some keywords in your Instagram profile. Your Twitter profile must also include keywords in the name or the username. And your Twitter description is still important to tell people who you are and what you do. But Google will not return this information in a search. For Twitter profiles in a Google search, it's just going to be your latest tweet, your profile name, your username, your number of followers, photos and videos, and a number of tweets will be returned inside of a Google search. If Twitter is your jam and that's what you love and that's where you're at, then you can know what's going to be found in a Google search based on that. So let's move on. So that covered all of how to optimize your profiles for a search, either on a Google search or either on a Facebook search. Okay, so again, if we went fast through all of that and you're like, whoa, hang on, Meredith, I've got some questions about that. You know where to go. Head over to GoIMU. This is Anne's latest post, so you're going to find that #1 inside of our latest blog posts. So you can read through all of that. That was step number 4 if you want to go back through and double check that. Let's move on then to, now that we have that done, over with, checked off your list, let's move on to your social media profile URL. A URL, as you know, stands for that clickable link that people can click on and go somewhere else off of social media, preferably as your first step in your sales or marketing funnel. And this one has been saved for last because, I'll go slow, right? Build up that anticipation. Well, guys, you guessed it. It's absolutely the most important. Where are you taking people off of social media as your first step into a sales funnel or a marketing funnel? And this is so important because we love our social media channels, right? I like it when I'm on Instagram. My mind is kind of wandering. I'm just letting myself go. It's an enjoyable experience on Facebook or on Instagram or Pinterest or wherever you go to experience social. So when you're asking someone to click a link and click away from social, let's make it important for them. Let's make it worth their time. If someone's going to trust you on that first click, let's really wow them, okay? And if you take anything away from this IMU Biz Nation episode, this is the most important tip and step to take away. So let's go through it. Facebook includes a website field. Instagram includes a website field. Twitter includes a website field, and we want to use them. Does everyone know what I'm talking about? If you don't, this is what I'm talking about real quick. Log in to, let's just say Instagram. Log into your Instagram account. Go to your profile. You're going to see name. You're going to see a phone number just for Instagram. You're going to see your brief description. And then right below that, you're going to see a field, right? An empty box that says, insert your website address. Now, you can insert your website address if that's where you want them to click to. Etsy owners use this a lot. Shopify owners use this a lot because they want you to go directly to their shop and start purchasing. Well, if you're someone that, like me or Anne, who wants to take people through a funnel and you have different products, or you want to get them inside of your email marketing list, that's right, then you can go ahead and add in any URL that you want. So a lot of marketers use this to put their form, to put an email marketing form in there. So when setting up your profiles on social media, you're just going to want to evaluate what your goals are for using this field. Do you want to send traffic to the website, right, on Etsy or Shopify? Do you want your visitors to get something for free? in exchange for their email address. Whatever you want them to do, make sure you put a quick little call to action in your description. So the very last line of your profile is going to be where you put a call to action. So you can do click the link below to go and start shopping in my Etsy shop right now. And then you're going to put your Etsy URL. If you want them to get your freebie, right, whatever your lead magnet is, click the link below to get 10 steps to making $1,000 by next March. Put that in there as your call to action, and then put the link. Only do things that are ethical, only do things that would really help your audience. If your audience is makeup lovers, give them a two video series on how to contour your face perfectly. Just feel out your audience. You know what they want, so give them what they want and put it in that link. So that is what you have to be doing to optimize your social media profiles. You guys can go through steps 1 through 4 and get those all down pat. But if you miss step number 5 in actually getting them to go somewhere, then you're really not marketing on social. You're just having fun on social media. And that's cool too. That's cool for everybody who doesn't market their business on social. But when you're marketing a business on social media, make sure you're asking people who already like you, who are already following your accounts, to go somewhere else with you. Like Anne always says, get to know them first on your social media accounts, and then ask them for a coffee with your URLs. Ask them to go somewhere else with you. And then as the relationship builds, that's the most effective way to start selling your products to them. So all of the tips we've reviewed have one simple concept: make your social media profiles as succinct and branded to what your business is as possible. Keep your name, your photo, your descriptions consistent across all channels, so that when a buyer goes to look for you in the future for your product or your service, your business will be returned in whatever way they are trying to find you. And most importantly, include a call to action and a relevant URL link to take them on that next step, and make it really valuable to them. They're trusting you, they're liking you, they want to go further with you. So just give them something that you would have really appreciated in the early years of whatever you're looking for, and you will be rewarded greatly for all of your efforts. So that's it, guys. That's the end of our IMU Biz Nation for this week. Head over to GoIMU for all of our free guides, for the location of our courses, just to see more of Anne and my smiling faces, right? Because you can't get enough of that. So that's it, guys. We will see you next week. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay warm wherever you're at, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.